God. Guys, this is Raymaster Flex here. I just finished watching Smackdown Live, and what an unbelievable Smackdown. But I am stunned, absolutely stunned right now in the ending of Smackdown Live. Kevin Owens brutally attacked Vince McMahon. Now, as we already knew, Kevin Owens was going to face Shane McMahon in Hell in a Cell. We pretty much knew that was going to happen before Vince announced it. We saw the build up to it as Kevin Owens consistently kept tagging Shane McMahon. And Shane McMahon had just attacked him last week on SmackDown Live, and that was unbelievable. But this was even more unbelievable because I did not expect for Kevin Owens to attack Vince McMahon in the manner that he did. And every attack that I've seen a superstar give Vince McMahon, I gotta say, for Vince McMahon to be about 70 at this point, and for him to take what he was able to take tonight, that takes a lot of guts. I gotta hand it to Vince. He had to sell that like it was like I don't know what. That kick, that brutal kick that Kevin Owens gave him, the headbutt he gave him. First of all, that headbutt was brutal because you could see the blood coming from Vince McMahon's head. And I know a lot of people are probably going to make videos similar to mine. They're probably going to make it, tomorrow or something like that. But no. I'm not going to do a full review on SmackDown Live. Even though SmackDown Live was a really good show tonight, this is what I'm doing a review on because this was unbelievable. Kevin Owens brutally attacked Vince McMahon. Oh my God. Whoever booked this show was on point. The writer, the booking was excellent. It was just excellent. I mean, from start to finish. This is probably one of the best builds I've seen in a long time. I gotta say, even though a lot of people always debate over which show is better, between storylines and stuff like that, and even though they're the same in a lot of ways, not even Monday Night Raw could beat this because the main event was just a tag team match, which was the same main event for this basically, but the ending was amazing. Like I think this was honestly even better than when Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar went at it on Monday Night Raw last night. Now that was good, but I think this is even better. I think this is the type of build-up you need to build Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. And now the question is, by Kevin Owens attacking Vince McMahon, will that eventually lead to a build-up match at WrestleMania next year with Kevin Owens and Triple H? Because I would love to see that. Even though Triple H had just turned on Seth Rollins last year when they had the little Fatal 4-Way Elimination match for the Universal title, and he sided with Kevin Owens. You got to think, at this point, by him bashing on the McMahons, now even though Triple H isn't bloodline related to McMahon, he is the husband of Stephanie McMahon. So you gotta wonder what this means for Triple H as far as it pertains to him. He hasn't even been seen on the main roster ever since WrestleMania, basically. And so he's just been working with NXT and things like that. But you gotta really wonder, because I would love to see if Kevin Owens is doing this to the McMahons now, and he's got a Hell in a Cell match with Shane McMahon at Hell in a Cell. I would love to see some type of build-up where he continues to bash the McMahons, which would eventually lead to Triple H turning on Kevin Owens, which would lead to them two having a match at WrestleMania. Even though a lot of people were saying that, Triple H, they think that he would face Dean Ambrose next year, but I'm like, even though he faced two Shield members back-to-back WrestleManias, I don't see that happening. I don't even see a good build-up that would lead to that. I think the perfect build-up at this point would be for Kevin Owens to square off against Triple H at WrestleMania. Point blank. I mean, I know this isn't really doing anything for Kevin Owens title-wise, but this is probably one of the best sequels I've ever seen. It started off from a back-to-back battle for the United States title, constant frustration with the referees, him blaming the refs for not doing their job. First, they had the match at Battleground that was a botch finish where the ref counted 3, even though that wasn't supposed to be the case when he ended up beating Kevin Owens for the title. Then on SmackDown Live, Kevin Owens beats Chris Jericho and AJ Styles beats Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens in a triple threat match the following night after Battleground to make up for the botch finish, which had taken place on July 25th. And then from there, the next week, they would, I believe it was the next week, they faced off again. And this time, AJ beat Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens didn't kick out. And the ref counted 3, so Kevin Owens had a problem with that. And then they had a match at SummerSlam, in which Shane McMahon was the referee, and Kevin Owens blamed them for the loss. And then they faced each other one final time on SmackDown Live after that for the title. This was Kevin Owens' last chance, in which AJ Styles will retain once again. And we didn't have to keep seeing those flip-flops of United States title changes that they were doing with Hot Tomatoes. But with all of that, it was all done. And I have to truly say, this was just amazing. Like, I cannot believe, I was just watching SmackDown Live, and I cannot believe what I just seen. Vince McMahon, first of all, I wouldn't even think he'd be able to take all this abuse with him being 70 at this point. I wouldn't even think that he would put himself, in this type of predicament where he allows a wrestler to beat on him like that, even though obviously he was selling the moves. But it's like, the man is 70. You wouldn't think he would want one of his wrestlers to beat him in the manner Kevin Owens did, because that was brutal. Out of all the times that Vince has been beaten in the past couple of years, I'm not even talking about during the Ruthless Aggression era and all that. I'm talking about in the PG era. In the past couple of years, Vince McMahon has been brutally attacked. He's never been attacked like this. Even with Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar did F5 Vince McMahon back in 2013 during the build-up match between Lesnar and Triple H. But that's all he did. This right here, Kevin Owens didn't hit him with a pop-up powerbomb, but he hit him with a headbutt. He super kicked him in the head, and he went for a frog splash at the end. That is brutal. Out of everyone who has attacked Vince McMahon, this is probably the most brutal attack I've ever seen. I gotta give credit for Vince for even booking this to allow Kevin Owens to do all this stuff to him at the age that Vince McMahon is. Because, Vince McMahon has had a lot of hip replacement. He can't really do his walk the way he used to. There's just a lot different with Vince now as it compares to how he was a couple of years back. So this is just unbelievable, guys. I've not even done a WWE video in a while because I've been thinking about plans of how I'm going to do my videos. But no, this is perfect. I knew right off the back what I was going to do here. This was unbelievable. What a show on SmackDown Live. I gotta say, my reaction to this, to Kevin Owens attacking Vince McMahon, I think from here, this should be a great build-up, because honestly, this build-up is probably better than anything else that's going on SmackDown Live and Raw combined. I have to be honest. Like, it was an incredible tag team match I saw earlier between the New Day and the Usos. And they had a title change, which kind of makes me wonder why the Usos won the title at some point to begin with. But I would talk about that if I decide to do a SmackDown review video. But oh my God, this was just amazing. This video is literally just going to consist on Kevin Owens, my reaction to Kevin Owens attacking Vince McMahon on SmackDown Live, because I just seen it. Unbelievable. I know other people are going to post this video probably before I do, or at the same time I do. I really hope you guys watch this video and really check me out, Remaster Flex, because this has been a while before I've done some WWE type videos, and I'm trying to keep on top. I've not missed any episodes of SmackDown Live on Monday Night Raw, and I'm definitely trying to keep on top of both shows. What an unbelievable thing. I think at this point, like I said before, this should lead to Kevin Owens, after he battles Shane McMahon, it should eventually lead to Kevin Owens having a build-up match between Triple H. I think this is the way to go at this point. I didn't know what direction they was going with Kevin Owens, but I think at this point, their best thing is to have Kevin and Triple H square off, because I just think because a lot of people are saying Triple H should battle Dean Ambrose next year. It was like, instead of him doing that, because he already beat Dean Ambrose like Robot last year, This should be the perfect time because remember, like I said, he bashed on the McMahons, talked trash about the McMahons, and one of the McMahons is the wife of Triple H. You gotta wonder how Triple H himself would feel about this. So it's like what they should do here, even though, it wouldn't really be that much beneficial for Kevin Owens, but I really do believe at this rate, if you want to put Triple H in a match at WrestleMania, because I know that they always, every time it gets close to WrestleMania season, they always make sure to put Triple H involved in some shape or form. At WrestleMania 31, they started off the build-up by having Sting interfere in the Survivor Series tag team match between Team Cena and Team Authority to cost Team Authority the match, which would eventually lead to Triple H versus Sting. At WrestleMania 32, they started the build-up by having Triple H eliminate. First, they started off way back Survivor Series when Roman Reigns had defeated Sheamus for the WWE Championship, and Triple H tried to shake his hand, and he speared him, and Sheamus cashed it in and won the title. And then from there, they went to the Royal Rumble, and Triple H eliminated Roman Reigns to win the title for Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, which will eventually lead to their match at WrestleMania 32. And last year, of course, we know how that all started. It was basically a one whole year build-up where Triple H was siding with Seth Rollins and eventually would turn on Seth Rollins the night after SummerSlam, which will lead to their long build-up. But I don't need to be like that type build-up where it takes a long time, like how Seth Rollins and Triple H build-up was. Because the one problem I did have with that is it dragged for a long time. It started in August, but Triple H did not show up again until this year, and that was the issue with their build-up. I don't want to be like that. I want to be something where it's going to start at some point and then lead up into WrestleMania. Maybe the perfect time to start it could be around Survivor Series time, or maybe after that, and then slowly build it to WrestleMania. But I really do believe at this point, if Kevin Owens is going to brutally attack the chairman of the board like that and face Shane McMahon at Hell in a Cell, their next step will be to slowly book Kevin Owens to face Triple H at WrestleMania. I mean, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do that, but that's just my opinion. So, guys, I'm going to wrap this video right here. This was just an unbelievable SmackDown Live. I would definitely have given my review on the whole entire show. Maybe I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. But this is just my reaction to Kevin Owens attacking Vince McMahon. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to wrap this video up. Sign out, Red Master Voice. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys watch this video and enjoy this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I will do some other videos, keep up, try to do some more wrestling videos. Trust me, I've not gotten away from it. I'm just doing a lot of hangouts lately, so that's why I do that. But I have definitely not got away from the wrestling world. So hope you guys enjoy this video. So Mr. Flex, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys another day. Peace out.